It's Whiskey Wednesday. Where are we going this week? Let's go to Speyside. Hello again and welcome back to Whiskey Wednesday. I'm Nathan, this is Wasn't My Fault. As I said last time and in the intro, we're going to Speyside. So there's the Tamnavulin Speyside single malt Scotch whisky, double cask, matured American oak barrels with a sherry cask finish. 40% by volume. Obviously it's a product of Scotland, so it's a different part of Scotland than we've been to previously. We've been to Jura and we've been to Islay and some other little bits and pieces, but this is one of the other big ones. Nice colour. Okay. Anything else it says? There's a little bit of information about it. As always, I will put information in the description, so if you want to find out a little bit more about the whiskey that I don't tell you, you are free to. At the end of the day, I'm not doing an advert for any of these companies, I'm just enjoying whiskey. So if you want more information, there is information available, but I'm not going to tell you everything about it because I don't know. Quite a loose cork. Nice popping sound though. Same as always, normal size shot. Oops. Spilled some. That's not a good start. Okay. Let's carry on. Oh, I can already smell that because I spilled some. Okay, so quite a nice amber colour. Looks like it might be a natural amber colour, but we shall see. I'm not sure. Some do use colourings, so I'll just get that out there. Very fruity. It's almost like a dry white wine. Quite fruity. Yeah, I'm getting real kind of fruit from it. What sort of fruit? Slightly citrusy, slightly apple, maybe a little bit of pear. But it smells almost like white wine. That is strange for whiskey. I've not tried Speyside before. A little bit of sweetness. More sort of honey than sugar. Definitely not white sugar, more honey, so it's kind of honey notes to it. That is so fruity, I'm really surprised. Wow, that is really sweet for whiskey. Obviously there's sweetness in whiskey is debatable really. It's sweet for a whiskey but not sweet as such. So I'm definitely getting the kind of citrusy and a little bit of apple and pear. Flavour is more brown sugary than honey. A little bit of kind of honey notes, but it's more like brown sugary on the actual flavour. Definitely a bit of pear and apple and a little bit of, I don't know, oranginess, but not real orange. Like a marmalade-y, I don't know. A little bit of a sort of spiciness at the end that you expect from whiskey. But the finish is just really sweet and fruity. What does the box say anyway? Because otherwise I'll just waffle on for ages. So, taste your notes. Right, matured American oaks, we know that, for a sweet, mellow taste with a rich, smooth sherry finish. Okay. Colour amber gold. Nose. Rich, warm aromas of apple, toffee and honey with sweet marzipan and subtle, tangy marmalade. Yeah, I got some of that. Didn't really get the marzipan-ness of it. Right, palate. Fresh, mellow notes. Lies. Right. Fresh, mellow notes of pear, creamy peaches, pineapple, and a hint of downriver sugar. I got the sugar and the peaches, and didn't get the peaches because I hate peaches, but pear, yeah, okay. Finish rich and smooth, refreshing, signature. It is very refreshing after having quite a lot of more in-your-face whiskies. That's quite nice. It's just so fruity. I just can't believe that. That is weird. Okay, so let's try it with a drop of water. Let's see if that brings out anything else. A lot more citrusy, lemony type of thing. Not so much honey, a little bit of honey. Definitely not getting the almondy marzipan from it though. I guess quite sweet initially, and then the aftertaste is kind of all more alcohol-y and a little bit of spice, a little bit dry in. Oh, and a little bit kind of floral at the end. Quite floral is the only thing I can really describe the end as. Interesting. Definitely better than neat, but it gives a little bit more of the differences in there. Right. As always, let's do all the other ones. So, on the rocks. Coke. Coffee. And an old fashioned. All the whiskey out there. Okie dokie. Look how much I used for one video. Look at that. Good job, I've got loads. Okay, let's give everything a little bit of a mix. Let's give everything a bit of a chance. Okay, and orange, orange, orange. You can't see it spray everywhere, but I definitely can. Okay, put that in there, as we always do. Okay, so first things first, let's try it on the box. Yeah, my ice cube broke this week. Still very sweet and honey. I can smell citrus, but that's from the orange I just had, so. It brings out some of the sharpness from the alcohol. It's still quite sweet. Yeah, it's definitely an alcohol aftertaste when you have it on the rocks. I keep finding that. People have things on the rocks, but it brings out the alcohol more and it hides some of the other subtle flavours, I'm finding, to be honest. Smells like Pepsi Max. Definitely gives a sweetness to it. Ooh, bit of an aftertaste as well. And quite a nice aftertaste. That's actually quite pleasant. You get the kind of floral notes, if that makes sense. So it's kind of fruity and flowery kind of aftertaste to it. That's quite different. It doesn't make it overly sweet. It just adds kind of the floral is the only way I can really describe it. That kind of smell of flowers and the kind of that taste. Interesting. Right, let's try this. More earthy notes again. It definitely brings out the earthiness of the coffee. Old whiskey does. It's quite interesting. It sweetens it up. A little bit of citrusiness, not a lot, just a little bit. Not as earthy and woody tasting as with like the Islays and stuff like that. And not as strong flavour as the bourbon. I wasn't expecting this to come through at all, but it is. I'm getting those floral notes. It makes it pretty and slightly sweet. I wasn't expecting that from Speyside because it's more of a subtle flavours. I was expecting to get hidden, but it really didn't. It did add something extra to the coffee. This will be interesting. Again, it's those floral notes that come through. It's like eating flowers. And not in a bad way, kind of rose water, that kind of floralness to it. All I can smell is the orange, obviously. It cuts the sweetness down, which I didn't expect. It's kind of like there's two different things battling this. The two different sweetness, the syrupy sweetness, and the kind of honey sweetness from the Speyside, kind of like battling with each other. So you're getting like these two different elements of sweet, but it doesn't taste overly sweet because they're kind of battling each other. And then you get the kind of hints of, I keep saying, the floor notes. That's what I'm getting from it, and that's in there as well. With then obviously the orange and the bitters. The bitters kind of get toned down quite a bit on that. That's quite interesting. I did not expect that from Speyside. I'm not sure if I like it as much as some of the other old fashions, but it does give it a different dimension, so I definitely suggest giving it a go, because that is quite different. It doesn't have a strong alcohol flavour with that. Most of the others, the alcohol and the whiskey came through and you could tell it was an old fashion. This tastes like something completely different to me. Let's try that again. That is strange. Yeah, it's more flowery. Again, and it just kind of like go. It's like like a flower explosion, like in your mouth, and it just kind of. You don't taste it, and then it just kind of goes before the aftertaste. That's strange. Interesting though. Let's go back to this one. It's still so kind of sweet for a whiskey, and it's easy to drink. That's actually quite pleasant. If you're looking for something that's easy to drink, doesn't have a lot of the whiskey harshness, this is actually quite a good one. I'm quite enjoying that. That is very unusual. Well, thanks a lot for watching. Please join me again next time, because I think next time we're going back to Islay with some Ardbeg. If you've never heard of it, it should be interesting. Thanks a lot. See you again next time. Bye bye.